name is Anne-Marie Mathern. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Pilar, Paraguay, 1998 to 2000, in environmental education.
Okay. Hi, my name is George Reina. I'm a returned Peace Corps volunteer from Paraguay. I was there from 1999 till 2001. And the closest town, I actually lived in two places. The first year, the closest town I lived in was to Cahuasu. And then the second year I lived in the Chaco Paraguayo, and that's the closest place was near the Bolivian border. And I had two things I wanted to share. The first one was on-site, and the second one was with other Peace Corps volunteers. And during my, I guess the end of the first year, around then, I went ahead and, actually I'll start off with the volunteers. We went ahead, about 20 of us, we took a bus about 20 hours, and we went to celebrate the millennium in Rio de Janeiro. And we just had an amazing time there for about 10 days. And fireworks on the beach, live bands lined up, and lots of caipirinhas also. So we had a good time, and we even cleansed our souls for the new year. As far as on the other side, that was a year in. Literally my first day in sight, when I went and visited the school, I went there, and at the end of school I walked out and I started walking down this dirt road, and I had literally the entire school follow me down the road, and they were all asking me questions, where I was from, where I was going. And that same day, two children invited me to come to their house that was up on this hill, sort of a little outside of the village. And I walked up there with them, and that day I was invited to live with the family, and that's where I stayed the next 3 months. Contributing in a lot of ways, and they, back and forth with each other, they were learning a lot from me, and I learned a lot from them about their culture, and that's where things started. You know, like the father, he was saying something like, I have a feeling there's going to be big change with you coming here. And I was kind of, felt very humbled by that. I kind of thought, no, I mean, nothing big's going to happen. And then literally like a weekend maybe, I noticed that they had this tire, and I hooked it up on the tree and made a little swing. And he's like, see, there's already changes happening. And then after that, this one night the children were crying. And I said, what's wrong? And he said, they don't like the shower because the water is cold. And I said, is there anything we can do to heat up the water? And he said, yeah, we can buy this thing, and you hook up these little wires. And I said, it sounds dangerous. He said, no, it's not dangerous, but it costs like $10. And next day I went to the store, and I purchased it, and he hooked it up, and then there was no more crying for cold water showers after that. So I spent about 3 months there, and then I fixed up another house and made a deal with another local guy by the name of P.E. was his name. And I lived in one of his two houses. I fixed it up with the agreement that if I fixed it up, that I could stay there for free over that year, over my Peace Corps experience. One thing I did, I built, I had like a indoor sort of plumbing that was really creative, that I had someone hook up the plumbing into the inside of the house, and then I used bricks, stacked them up, and I put a little big bucket with a little tube going out so I could wash dishes inside, and all the local ladies were very impressed with my setting up the sink indoors.
Olsen, Paraguay, 2002 to 2004, elementary teacher trainer.
Fantastic. What years? Was in Paraguay from 2004 until 2008. I extended my time a little bit. I was about 2 to 2.5 years out in my community, and then spent another about 1.5 years in the capital helping to oversee the Information Communication Technology Initiative while I was there, helping a lot with last mile connections and with volunteers that were working with radio programming, helping them to get small micro-programming programs so that they could help their local radio stations.
Evelyn Knigsberg, and I was in Paraguay from 2005 to 2007, and I was in Ubajay near Villarica in Paraguay. When I was there, I was an agriculture volunteer, and I ended up doing a lot of beekeeping also, even though there's a
Do you have
group
any
for that.
beekeeping stories?
I guess what was really cool for me was that the volunteer before me was male, and I thought that the beekeeping with the females in the community who wouldn't work with the former volunteer was really great. Because I remember Nya Carmen would, when I would go over to beekeep with her, she'd be like, my husband, Kaya Sebastian, he's afraid of the bees. He's like, me, no, I love the beekeeping. And, you know, she was really proud of the fact that she was getting into it, and so that was really fun. And then I also did a lot of beekeeping with another woman nearby, which was kind of a similar kind of story. She, you know, she was able to do it, and because I was a female, I was able to work with her, and so it was really pretty cool.
Now, were you with her the whole time, or just this was your host family right in the beginning?
I actually lived with them the whole 2 years. Yeah.
So you really got to know her.
I really got to know the family, and what's really neat is that they're doing really well for themselves. So the daughter, who was 15, who was just turning 15 when I was leaving, is now going to college to become an accountant, and she actually is communicable via Facebook, so that's pretty exciting. So I actually got to talk to my host mom, who I hadn't seen in 5 years, through the computer, which was really exciting for me.
No, you mean through typing or through
No, through
Skype?
video chat.
Video chat?
Yeah.
With Facebook? Or
It was through Facebook, yeah.
Oh, Facebook.
I've managed to communicate with a couple of other people from the town that I lived in, and I would love to go back someday, but I haven't yet. So. And they're just, I mean, it's a great family, the way that dynamics works out. And then, I mean, I wanted to prepare some food for you guys when you came, because the hospitality in Paraguay was just amazing. I mean, anyone you went to go visit would always offer you food, always offer you a place to sleep if you needed it. I mean, they were just wonderful, wonderful people. I really valued getting to see that and getting to feel a separation from the fear that's in the United States. I mean, people typically just won't let invite some random person into their house to sleep, to live, to whatever they want. And in Paraguay, it wasn't like that. It was, I mean, everywhere I went, people would always just be so welcoming to me. And I try to bring that back here, because I like that. Part of it for me was also, my mom had grown up in Cuba, and she kind of described, you know, the family atmosphere and the way everybody just cared about each other's business. I mean, that's good and bad. And I felt like I got to experience that a little bit for myself living in Paraguay. Definitely not the same country, not the same culture, you know, but it was a similar manner of acceptance that I really, really appreciated.
Hi, my name is Roberto Luan. I served in Paraguay as a rural health extensionist from 2007 to 2009. My home was the beautiful community of Jataite in Kawasu, and my work consisted of promoting health through education, oftentimes demoing construction projects such as sanitary latrines and brick ovens. My counterparts and I worked on various workshops for students and teachers in 6 different communities. I know I definitely didn't change Paraguay as much as Paraguay changed me. In fact, that last day I got on the plane coming back, I knew a very deep part of me stayed behind. But to compensate for this, I brought back with me the most special piece of Paraguay I found, my wife. Today we continue to drink tereré, we bake chipaguazú, we listen to our favorite Paraguayan harp pieces, and now we have a beautiful little daughter who's picking up Guarani faster than English. And she's inherited her mother's love for the danza paraguaya, that's the folkloric dance. Once I shared America with the Paraguayans, and now we share Paraguay with everyone. It's an enchantment that I think continues to fascinate every Return Peace Corps volunteer. Personally, ahashaga u Paraguay, awiyen debe, rohaihu.
I'm Denise Davis, currently serving in Paraguay, began service 2009, third-year extension through 2012 in Villarrica, Paraguay in the education sector.
My name's Lindsey Pierce. I was in Paraguay from 2009 until 2012. I worked in Isla Pucu, about 84 kilometers from the capital city, as an early elementary education volunteer. And one of my favorite memories was going into the classroom in my second year and finding first graders reading in front of the board on their own. It just lit up my eyes, and I really enjoyed watching them take those books on and enjoy reading.